Hello, I'm Mike Gordon, and welcome back to my perfect playthrough of Phantasy Star for the Master System. Though technically this is the Sega Ages port of the game. So, last time we completed Medusa's Tower and accomplished quite a bit at Baya Mala, which is basically the semi-final dungeon of Phantasy Star. And we're 93% complete, but we're still missing one random encounter right here. Next to the tentacles. Beneath Reaper, Red Dragon, right here. These three, and this one as well, these four enemy spots are all bosses that we have to fight as over the course of the story. So we only have one more random encounter left. I searched high and low for this final encounter. I did quite a bit of off-screen grinding, not enough to hit level 30, but quite a bit. So, did I ever find the magician enemy? Well, let's continue and find out. Of course I did. Just one, but I'll take it. And based on the layout of this... Ah, shit. I used thunder on us. Okay, but at least it was just one magician, and we took him out rather easily. So, that out of the way, we went from 94 to 95, 93 to 94% done, and we've defeated the magician enemy. Again, all we have left are 4 bosses, and all of which are mandatory, and we would have officially accomplished all the conditions for a perfect playthrough. I could exit out now, but, well, let's take a look. The highest level characters are all level 28. Except for Noah, who's level 27 and is about 10k behind the rest of the party. So I'm just gonna go ahead and fight all these guys off. Oh, come on. So I could just exit out, use like a magic spell to get out of here and whatnot, but I'm just gonna walk out of here. And by the way, I don't have any polls up because I don't have any options. I do have a selection of games I could go over, but I'd rather choose the games myself. For Sega RPGs to cover next. And I'm probably gonna do the intro video on this. This could very well be the last episode of Phantasy Star, depending on how quickly we hit level 30, or hit max XP, which is the same as the amount of pesetas, which is 65,535. If your party member hits that threshold, you're level 30. And I do believe the reason for why it's 2 reasons. Number 1, this is an 8-bit game. Just like NES and other Master System titles, this is 8 bits. So this is basically, so 65,535 could be seen as an 8-bit integer. It's also why stat EXP in the Gens 1 and 2 Pokemon games, the max stat XP is 65,535. Which is absolutely insane, statistically speaking. Probably not gonna grind all that much. There's only a couple fights that we absolutely need to take part in. So I'm just trying to manually make my way back downstairs. Alright, I was worried we weren't going to get any more encounters for a bit. I still want to get as many different encounters as possible. And I'm not opening any chests because A, they could be booby-trapped, and B, their item drops, if they do have any, is nothing that is crap that we don't really need in our inventory anymore. And C, we are already at max Meseta, so... And even though I could just use the Land Rover, I'm just gonna walk. Everybody should be strong enough to one-shot gold scorpions. Ugh. Serpent, there's a serpent. Speaking of which, there is a place in the final dungeon that could be, well, penultimate dungeon, I keep saying, which is Baya Mala. That's actually really good for grinding, for level grinding, because you don't have to worry about walking a bunch of steps. You can quickly 2 to 3 shot it, take it down one turn. And all you have to invest is some of your time. And I'm going to use the hovercraft to get to the other side. Disembark. These enemies out here are pathetically weak. They don't really provide much EXP to us anymore. We actually have several different recommendations on where to go to farm EXP. So I'm just gonna go ahead and ride the Land Rover to Baya Mala. Miracle key that we need. And yes, you have to be at least level 17 to access this place. Well, Noah has to be at least level 17 to access this place. And unfortunately, there are no random encounters here. This isn't Baya Mala. This is a place known as Perimeter Dungeon, or AKA... no. And I want to conserve my MP for the bosses ahead. Remember, we have 4 more encounters to go and they're all in-game bosses. Mandatory story-based bosses, I should say. I'm not gonna... wait. And this is a small dungeon, really small. And this is lava, so it's kind of funny that the strategy guy calls this toxic goop or something, but it's lava. I already fought the tentacle enemy here, so I think I'll need to stay here any longer. I want to make both saves here, just in case I absolutely have to. And there's a miracle key. Yeah, this is definitely a labyrinthian dungeon. I think I have to go this way. So, I would not recommend level grinding here unless there's an enemy that you're missing. Oops. So let's go up here. Spoilers, I already emptied out most of the chests here. And this is an incredibly long dungeon. So far I'm pretty good at not getting any unnecessary encounters. Oh, spoke too soon, and I'm gonna... I'm gonna just have every party member use the wand in my inventory, so we could get out of here. Yeah, I'm not gonna fight the... unless the enemies have less than 100 HP, I'm not gonna fight them. It is in our best interest to... to try to remain in as close to it. Come on! As close to tip-top shape as humanly possible. For the bosses ahead. We don't want to take too much unnecessary damage, or... Alright. So, I definitely know I'm going the right way now, because it went up and then down. That's how I know that this is the right way. And so we are just gonna make our way through this dungeon. We're on the bottommost floor now. So I don't think I'm terribly concerned about going possibly going the right way, because I know I'm going the right way. And we already got every chest up to this point. Oops. I want to look at the guide here. At this point, I think I've filled in pretty much everything. Alright, this is where I left off. I'm just gonna go up this snake-like corridor to the next floor. Aha! Go this way. I was just double checking something, that's all. 14. It's a burger. Yeah, I was low on health, so I'm gonna kill him. I need to go this way. There's like 3 different directions that I could go. Alright, this... Please be on my side and have one of my party members act first. Please, please. No. Alright, I'm gonna have Meow use trap. There aren't very many chests left to open in the game. Let's grab him untrapped. Alright, let's get this over with. Really? We found a magician up here? I want to deal with the magician. Oh, this is new. Alright, let's feed you the burger Odin. I'm gonna go this way first. Not again. We can't run away from this fight because we are our backs literally against the corner. Alright, so now we get to go this way. Alright, just like that, right where we need to be. Oh! So L5, yeah, this is L5. Needs it. Okay, yeah. We have to turn around anyway, so... We are just about done collecting treasures here. So now we are ready to make forward progress with the story. And all we lost was 2 MP and a couple of burgers that we were able to just immediately replace anyways. Alright, and this is pretty much where things start to go a bit insane with the doors and trapdoors, and of course we actually need to be able to disarm these traps just so we can cross to the other side. Okay, so far so good. Why are there so many of these doors? Well, I think I have an idea, and it's meant to potentially trap you in case you run into a random encounter on the other side of a door. That's my headcanon anyways. So I'm gonna save my game at the top floor here. Let's hurry up to the top. Alright, so first thing we need to do is use this prism to... Alice raises prism towards the sky. A vision of a celestial castle appear in the sky. And now we made the castle appear. Luckily, the prism doesn't leave, so We can return to this castle in the sky whenever we want, however, we want to try to conserve MP whenever possible. Meow ate the nut alarma. When Meow eats the nuts of Lerma, he becomes clothed in flame and emits a... Clothed in flame and emits a blinding light. You have to press A to scroll through the text. When he is visible again, he has been transformed into a beautiful winged beast. Meow flaps his wings proudly. So now we have Meow serving his role in the story. Unfortunately, there is something here regarding the castle, and while I count this as a boss, the game itself technically counts him more as a sub-boss. So, probably because even they know. What we want to do is protect Meow at all costs, because if Meow dies in this boss fight, it's game over. Oh, he's healing himself. He has recovery magic. Let's keep on. Ah, shit. One. Ah, come on! How much? I need everybody good. Thank you. High damage. Yeah, the enemy will just attack Meow at all times, because if Meow dies, everyone will also fall to their death and it's game over. Just gonna use a burger here. Wait, no. I need another burger on Meow. So yeah, this is the final town of the game. I don't know what it's called though. But these citizens are kind of giving us the cold stare here. Don't believe your own eyes in the depth of the dungeons. Huh, I wonder what's going on here. But yeah, everyone's just doing the whole ellipses thing. Don't go against Lassic. So yeah, there are no shops, there's no inns, there's no free healing. In fact, all you get is a scripted encounter against a serpent, and you know, this could be a pretty good spot to level grind. I'm gonna worry about that later, because I don't want to use up all my EXP. Okay. We go on the other side here. Alright, I'm just gonna use one. Again, I'm trying to preserve all my MP. Thank you. Super powerful enemies are here, so gotta be careful. luckily, there really aren't too many obstacles here. Just gotta go this way. Backpedal. So I can completely fill in the maps. Please let us through without any problems. Thank you. I'm not gonna worry about fighting these guys until we've taken care of. Oh, come on! Until we've finally taken care of Lassic. Spoiler alert: the game doesn't end with Lassic's death. He isn't the, even though he is the main objective of the game, he isn't the final boss. Remember, the governor Batavia told us to return to him once we've dealt with him. So far, the game's been pretty generous at the turn order, and our party members were able to dodge these attacks. Right. We are going this way. And so far, so good. Alright, and we just go around. Luckily, there aren't any treasure chests anywhere in this dungeon, too, so at least we have that going for us. Okay, so here is the second of 4 bosses that we have to take on. So I'm gonna use the dungeon key here. I have watched all your actions. Attack me now, if you dare. And this isn't Lassic, it's just his shadow. Still, I'm just gonna unleash melee attacks on him. Alright, looks like Meow took the full brunt of the punishment. Oh, even if you defeat me, you've gained nothing at all. Wait. Hold on. I want to read that again. So yeah, this isn't Lassic, it's just his shadow that we have to take on. Come on, Noah. Okay, so we're doing a pretty bang up job dodging. Shadow is killed. You gain 240 experience, which I'm but only Lassic's shadow. Even if you defeat me, you've gained nothing at all. And here we are now officially halfway done. Oh. Why not? We're pretty strong. We should be able to one-shot these guys. And the other half of this dungeon, as we go right back up to the ground floor, is literally a mirror version of the first half, except instead of going down, we're going up. Ah. Shit. Of course he uses thunder on us. So Noah needs a burger. Oda needs a burger. Yao needs a burger. Needs a burger. You know what? Let's go save our game here. In case I need a save buffer. Come on, no! Please. Thank you. And so I need to fill in the entire maps like so. Come on! Ugh. I'm not quite sure what is on those squares on the other side of these doors. It's all like we can reach them. So now I'm facing. Oh. Now I'm going to backpedal and go around the perimeter. Alright, because I want to do all that again, I'm just going to save buffer here. Save buffer. Let's go this way first. And now, we need backtrack. Oh, we have to go around in this time. It's just a dead end. Yeah, this is the... Oh. So if you haven't found the giant near, what was the place? Abion, you can find one here. Luckily, we're plenty strong and he's a bit of a pushover now. I'm gonna save my game here. By the way, this boss will one-shot you if you fail to grab this crystal like I did from Dorman the Soothsayer, like I did in the previous episode, and you try to pick on Lassic now, Lassic will automatically one-shot you here. So be forewarned. Let's head inside. Ah, my children. You have done very well to come this far. You are very lucky indeed. Do you really wish to kill an old man? So regardless of what option you choose, if you say no, he'll say, even now you try to fool with me, you shall repent. And if you choose yes, well, this is what he says. Alright, then we will forget this as an unfortunate mistake. So now I'm gonna go all out and I'm gonna set up a wall with Meow. Oh! Well, I forgot. Okay, I might as well just show the other option because I forgot to replace Odin's laser gun. Now I save my game here. And now I use the miracle key. My children, you have done very well to come this far. You are very lucky. Do you really wish to kill an old man? Then say no. Even now, you try to fool with me, you shall repent. So there's no way of getting out of this fight. You just have to fight it. So I'm gonna fire, wall, Noah, physical attack with the laser gun, and you know what? I'm gonna start with wind for now. This attack would instantly one-shot even if you don't have the crystal on. And now, I'm just gonna have Meow attack because I absolutely need Meow to have MP, and I also need to be wary of Alice's MP because if I don't have enough MP to use fly, I can't get out of here. I'm gonna use fire here. Alright, Odin, you are the hero. Lassic is killed. Lassic has died. Alice accomplished her wish. Nero is satisfied now in heaven. Hurry to the governor. Now I'm gonna have Noah be the one to heal everyone back up. Alright, and Alice can use heal on Noah. And I can use my last burger on Odin. Alright. Let's re-equip the Laconian Axe on Odin. Alright. I'm going to spend the rest of this dungeon level grinding. Assuming, of course, that the game... Let me see. So yeah, okay. Okay, so we still get random encounters here. Good. I'm not terribly concerned about running low on NP because... Ah, come on. Can you finish up the first horse already? Thank you. Alright. Yeah, we finally defeat Lassic, and yes, the game isn't over. We still have to speak with the governor afterwards. There's also supposed to be one last boss for us to fight. I wonder what is going on. Come to think of it, we never really got an answer to what the heck that succubus enemy that we fought even was. Could that thing have something to do with Lassic? I honestly don't know, and I do think that there is a walkthrough that basically says yes, he was pulling the strings concerning Lassic the whole time, but the lore concerning the true final boss is a bit more involved than that. And I'm not gonna get over it right now, especially since I'm not all that proficient in Phantasy Star lore, but it is kind of interesting. I think if you want a good comparison, think of him at the final boss as having a similar relationship to Lassic, as the relationship between Sovereign and what's his name? I forgot, from the original Mass Effect. Sovereign and Saris from, no, not Saris, Saren from Mass Effect 1. Wow, I only got one random encounter this whole trip. Okay. Yeah, these giants are such pushovers. So they wouldn't leave me alone when I didn't want them, and now that I want them, they have completely buggered off. Makes sense to me. So what now? Well, we already beat them, so... There is a fast, efficient way to level grind, and it's this place right here. The downside is and we don't even have to worry about chests or anything like that. The one downside to this method is there's no end, you don't get any items. Oh, no, leveled up. He's now level 28 like the rest of us. So even though serpents don't give out a whole ton of EXP, this is in the grand scheme of things, this is ridiculously fast. Like, I'm literally getting probably close to 300 EXP per minute just by doing this. Going in and out and mashing the A button. So yeah, there was a guy that tells you straight up that this is the best place to level grind in the entire game. Nobody's really made use of the chat feature quite yet, other than me, which I just used to poll you guys. I canceled the poll on what game I will be covering next as the intermediary title between this game and my next RPG. The reason for this is so I can film an intro for the next game I plan on covering. So let's see how much experience points I can gain through serpent strats right here. Now it's level 29. And you know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of my, of the fast level up strats from near the beginning of Final Fantasy VII. What you don't know is, when you leave the Sector 7 slot, aboard the train to Sector 4, when you jump off, if you go all the way to the very back, there is a place with 2 guards that constantly spawn in every time you refuse to leave. It is a great way to farm early experience points, and I guess you can even limit farm with these enemies as well. Downside, of course, is that you don't gain any free recovery at that point, so you have to figure something else out at a later date. It'll also make navigating a certain item later on much more difficult. At least via the intended method. Because serpents themselves are pretty weak. Like, they're only going to be 2 points of damage to me now, so yeah. And it's only one serpent. Let's go, let's go. Alice is level 29. Alright. Serpent. And 92, 92. And yeah, we don't have to worry about those about whether or not to accept those pesky treasure chests anymore. We hit max level once we hit max XP. And this could, since we need about 10k more experience, 15k more experience points for every party member, and Noah is a level behind the rest of the game, 1 or 2 levels behind the rest of the game. This could get really tedious really fast. So yeah, this is probably the... I've actually went to some people. The downside is you don't get free access to healing, and if you do leave this place, you have to climb all the way back up and fight the gold dragon all over again. But on the bright side is, I get to go all out against said dragon. And with my spells and whatnot. I probably could have done just that, though I would have to resort to the use of some fire spells to manage it. And this is why I gave Odin the Laconian Axe, because with the shield he will only deal 20 HP. The laser shield. But with the Laconian Axe he can deal up to like 50, 60 points of damage per hit. Especially against weaker enemies like these serpents. Alright. Once this fight's over, I'm gonna see how much XP everyone's got. Like, last I checked, we were well in the 40k range. 53,608, wow. So, she needs 11,000, about 12,000 for EXP. Meow needs about 13k left. Odin needs about 55k. And Noah, oof. I want to think about Noah. So if there's any hope of me hitting max, getting everyone max level in a reasonable amount of time, this is it. So I guess you could say that going mid-level would probably have been the smarter choice for in recruiting everyone. Would have been the smart choice in the long run, but oh well. In fact, as far as I'm aware, there is no this game doesn't have any missable content. No, you can't soft lock yourself for progress if you're not careful. Luckily, I'm not soft locked. I don't have any escapers or transers, but I do have a wand, I do have a flute, and I do have access to the flying exit spell still. I just have to keep Alice and Meow off healing duties for the time. So I wanna do a double look at the final dungeon to make sure everything is as I know it to be. Alright. Alright, let's go. Let's do this. Oh. Bored yet? I guess you guys are because I only have 4 views in total so far. These enemies out. Let's keep this going. Alright, no level up. It's level 29 now with requiring over 25k XP. Alice is about 8,000-9,000. Meow's about 9,10. About 11,10. About actually 11k here. So this is definitely the fastest and most efficient way to level grind in this game. Especially if you're especially if you happen to have gotten so strong that you can 2 or 3 shot this guy rather easily with your best equipment. go. Hey, look, a concurrent viewer. I already killed Lassic earlier in the episode, as well as the Gold Dragon and Shadows. And the Magician, which is the last random encounter that I needed for my monster fight. So really, all I'm doing right now is serpent farming, because this is the fastest method of leveling up in the entire game. Like, I'm not even concerning myself with healing at this point, since everyone is so far removed from dying to these guys that it's ridiculous. And yes, there is still one last dungeon left for us to take on. And there are random encounters in this dungeon, yes. But if you thought Lassic was tough, the final boss is even hard. The two of them are, as well as the first boss, I would say are probably the three toughest bosses in the entire game. Let's have, you know what, heal upload it. Everybody's level 29 now. Another reason why level 30 is the hard max is because that's just how RPGs were back then, and not just video games either. Tabletop RPGs generally had a hard cap of level cap of like 15 or 20 or 30. Or in some cases, you can add a +1 to that. So instead of 15, it's 16. Instead of 20, it's 21. Instead of 30, it's 31. And it's just how they designed the game. Alright. Yep. What a plus I got a third of my views from this. Please use the chat. Alright, good. Oh! Meow hit is the first to hit level 30. Alright. And that means Alice is about 4,500 EP away. Odin's probably next to hit level 30, and I'm not quite sure when we can expect to see Noah. No, I'm not gonna get everyone their hard EXP, their hard max XP range. That's a little too excessive and for very little gain. Alright, so yeah, Meow's hard cap for stats is 214 HP, 55 MP. Two-hit KO. I know I hit max level, wow. Only took him 50 EP to get there. So I think Odin will be next at around 60 EP. Just the same amount as Meow. Which means Alice is trailing behind, and also Noah's hard max is 195 HP and 83. Let's hurry this up. It's level 30 now. He's hard capped at 192 HP. Oh, just leaves us with Alice. So when I say this is the best place to level grind in the entire game, I'm not kidding. Wait a minute. Alice already hit level 30? Hold on a minute. Alright, I'm gonna try. So I'm at max level supposedly, but what would happen if I were to get Alice to max EXP, to max experience points, or max EP? I'm not too far off from that threshold. I'll check at the hour 30 mark. Let's go. So yeah, Alice is also capped off at 218 HP and 32 MP. Let's see where you're at, Alice. 64,188. Let's go. I'm just... Alright, let's see how much... Alright, we need about 520 left. It's 1 or 4 more battles. Wait, it would be 10 more battles. So. time. It's what is that one? I think it's 6 or 7. Alright, 2 more battles to go. And let's see where we're at once we defeat this serpent. $65,535. Just like the total number of Besettas. Let's get one more battle against the serpent, and sure enough, we are hard capped at level 30. Let's see if we can fly away. Yes, we can. If you don't have a fly, a flute, a wand, or any means of escaping, you're basically stuck up there. A soft lock, if you will. Alright, we're done. Yes, I want to buy... as many burgers as I can afford. And as many burgers as I can possibly carry. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's it. Next time... This episode's getting a little long. So I'm gonna end it here. But next time we're gonna try to cap up for total number of Besettas. And we're gonna speak with the governor, and we're gonna take on the final boss of Phantasy Star. No, we're at 98% bestiary. There's only one entry left. Meaning there is definitely something since we've defeated Lassic, the King of Palma. Once a benevolent ruler, but he became obsessed with an evil cult, and in exchange for immortality, he cast the algal system into upheaval. The Air Castle is what's called, to be honest. So there's an evil cult, Succubus, which attacked us when we spoke to the governor the first time. The governor had told us to come back when we defeated Lassic. The game hasn't ended yet either. What exactly is going on here? Well, tune in next time for the final episode of our perfect playthrough of Phantasy Star 1. Leave a like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel. I greatly appreciate it. And also, don't forget to tune in at 4 p.m. Rocky Mountain time, so about 2.5 hours, for the second entry in the Summer Sega edition of Weekend Rentals. So, with all that I'll say, leave a like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel. I greatly appreciate it. With all out of the way, this is Mike Gordon. Sign out.